Hello, everyone. Welcome to Eight Letters Live. Good afternoon. I know that in some parts of the Philippines it's rainy. It's kind of cloudy here right now. But
Mm.
I hope that the reception in your area is clear enough, is strong enough so that you can also enjoy this topic for today. Okay, so right here with us is Maan Mallare, who currently teaches architecture at the University of Santo Tomas, Manila. She earned a bachelor's degree in architecture from the same university, and she also has a degree of Master of Architecture, major in hospital design from UP Diliman, where she also taught for a while. She works as a partner at Mazer Architects company, an architectural partnership with her husband, and most of her experiences in the field arose from her role as a practicing architect and an educator. So you'll find Maan at home doing errands and watching movies with her husband, and also she is our featured author for today for the book Sure Ka Na Ba Sa Arki. Hello, Maan. Welcome to
Mm-mm.
Eight Letters.
Hi, Chris. Thank
Hello.
you.
My first question, I actually browsed the contents of your book. My first question is why this kind of book? Why nonfiction? Why it's sort of a like a guidebook? Is it like a manual or somewhere in
Mm, it's
between?
it's actually a self development book, a personal development book. So actually
Mm-hmm.
kasi writing kasi I've been thinking of it like siguro mga 5 to 6 years ago. But honestly, I don't have a topic yet. Pero I really want to write something that I can share with everybody. So this topic kasi it's like a light bulb on my head na ano ko siya, parang this year lang siya, probably mga June this year when I came up about this topic. So,
Mm-hmm.
ayun, that was the topic that I thought of because this is something that I think is I'm familiar with, and I think that I can share with the
Mm-hmm.
experiences and the wisdom that I've got from the profession. So, with that, I wrote this book.
Yeah, you had, sure ka na ba sa Arki? Your title reminds me, these similar titles na pa-question nga siya. Like, for example, game ka na ba? Mga ganun, no? So, why sure ka na ba sa
uh,
Is there like a parang,
uh,
meron bang instance in your life or with somebody, like a classmate, ganyan, na parang
mm,
nagkamali. Like, oh, I took architecture, but
uh,
now I'm just
uh,
regretting it. Why the title?
Oo. Okay. Actually, the first title of it, yung ginagawa ko yung manuscript was Under Construction. So, yun yung
Mm,
first na title na iniisip ko. Tapos kasi, I'm writing this, dalawa kasi yung part niya. So, the first part is Arki at Ako. It is actually for aspiring architects.
mm,
Kasi, diba, I'm an educator. So I've been an educator for about 5 years already. So I I've experienced, and I've collaborated with a lot of students, and many of those students are some are really not sure about the course, and then some are marami siya actually yung ayun, yung mga estudyante na parang somehow are in the crossroads,
mm.
kung they're going to push it through, or are they going to go with with other profession,
If they would shift, no?
if they would
Mag-shift na
shift.
lang ng
Oo,
field. Oo. Um,
oo.
nabanggit mo na lang na because you collaborated with students. What were like the top three, I would say top three na reasons or top three misconception yan about architecture.
Mm. Siguro, first thing is misconception. First thing is that architecture is an easy course. Actually, wala namang
Mm.
easy course. I mean, lahat naman ng yan is
Right.
kailangan mo siyang paghirapan. Lahat naman ng kurso. If it's not really, hindi talaga siya bukal sa kalooban mo, or your heart is not into it, and then it's really, mahirap for you. So, that's the first misconception, I think, na, um, it's really a hard work because it's an art and science. So when you say art and science kasi, you need to be creative and you need to be technical also in a way. Tapos, tatlo talaga. So,
Yeah.
pangalawang misconception,
Siyempre, dalawa lang.
pangalawang misconception naman is architecture is only for those who can draw or who can
Right. Oo.
create. Oo.
Correct. Mm.
Before siguro nung hindi pa talaga tayo into technology kasi before manual talaga lahat ng yan eh. Lahat
Mm.
ng plans, lahat ng designs ng houses, etc. ng mga buildings were done manually by hand. Okay, so kaya nga what I'm telling my students today is that hindi naman talaga kailangang magaling ka or very talented ka when you take the architecture course. But you really need to develop the skill. Kasi the
Yeah.
skill is something that you you develop on your own. So with that skill kasi you can leverage yourself into architecture. Tapos siguro yung pangatlong misconception is that kapag nag-take ka ng architecture is that you're gonna be stuck with the course forever. Like ang pwede mo lang gawin is maging architect. So just like other courses, you can push through with your other passion. You can go photography, you can take kahit another course. Meron akong mga kabatch, I think may kabatch ako na after architecture, he took law. Tapos yung iba naman are hindi nag-practice ng architecture but go into other some kind of businesses. Tapos yun, so there are things that you can still do.
Parang ikaw, no? Like, architecture, pero nagturo ka. So, architect
Ah,
and education, tama. Architect
and
and
no, and academe. Mm.
So nakakatuwa kasi it seems like the entirety of the book is talagang guide talaga siya. May halong inspiration to. May pagka-inspirational din ba siya in a way?
Oo, oo. Itong book kasi na 'to, it is, fully based on, real scenarios that
Mm.
happened to me and of course to my colleagues and friends and students, along the way. Pero siyempre of course to maintain anonymity, yung pangalan is iniba, the gender is
Hindi
iniba, so
maibabagay.
something like that. Oo, but everything is based on the real life scenario. Tapos if I may add kasi, there are many architecture books out there, but
Mm.
most are technical books. So it's
Yeah.
more on talking about local codes, history books, and some other technical books. Pero I never saw one that talks about career in architecture. So I took the time to write it because I think na this one will really help aspiring architects and of course yung mga newbies,
Yeah.
yung mga bagong pasa sa board exam to yun nga somehow as a guide for them or some practical tips that they can use because these are based on real life scenarios that are some taboo topics na hindi naman talaga nasusulat sa libro kasi hindi mo siya makikita sa ibang libro eh. So if
Experiential
ever
talaga.
they yes, or if ever they find themselves na relating to the characters here, it's because ito yung talaga yung nangyayari in real life. And I hope that with this book, they'll find a buddy, a friend that they can read on na parang, ano pala, hindi lang pala ako lang yung nakaka-experience ng ganito.
Mm.
Parang it's a common experience for everyone. Mm.
I think you'd agree with me na parang yung book, para siyang, ano yun nga, buddy, parang friend, mentor, di ba? So, dun nga,
Yes.
that's true. Kasi, pag nakakapunta ako sa bookstores, technical nga, wala naman ako nakikita na parang, may pagka self-help, or yun nga, parang guide, okay, or yung practical tips on architecture. Wala. Siguro sa ibang field, pero architecture, wala talaga ako nakita. So, baka ito pa nga yung, one of the first, I would say, one of the first books tackling that topic locally. I'm not sure sa ibang ano. I'm not sure abroad,
You,
but
probably, ako rin kasi wala pa akong nakita eh, kaya
mm,
actually ko siya sinulat. Tapos siguro one of my inspiration din here is yung, of course, my students. Because, syempre, if
mm,
you are in the classroom setup, parang, of course, you are there to become their professor, to teach them everything. Pero sometimes kasi, ano siya eh, parang, if you want to help them in a way like in their personal development, syempre hindi naman, you don't have really the time to parang to talk with them kasi di ka naman guidance counselor eh.
Yes.
So I think this book is yun, it's really for them.
May nabasa ako na, teka, puntahan ko lang yon. I think that's in part 1.
Mm.
Was it in part 1? The content kasi, natutuwa ako dahil sabi ko, uy, may ganito. Very close to my heart. Yung may mindset, tama ba ako? Yung the right mind.
Self-care is a mindset.
Oo, oo, yan.
Tama ba?
Gustong-gusto ko yan.
Oo.
Kasi I'm in the wellness, I'm in the academe, but I'm also in the wellness industry. And madalas mabanggit yung, self-care, right mindset. Pero again, first time for me to read this in an architecture book. So bakit nakalagay siya dito?
Kasi yun nga 'di ba, as I mentioned, yung architecture kasi based on my own experience ha, pag pumasok na yung say for example the student, pumasok na siya first year na siya sa freshman na siya sa Arki, parang doon mare-realize niya na parang ang hirap pala. Tapos ano siya, nagfo-fall siya into many kind of situation like comparison trap, nako-compare niya na hindi pala siya ganun kagaling or whatever. Tapos doon pumapasok ngayon yung self-care, parang I know it's very sensitive topic, pero I must admit, maraming estudyante ngayon are experiencing mental health
Depression.
situation, depression, marami talaga siya. So, of course, syempre, hindi mo naman siya agad makikita sa estudyante. So, ayun, I think it's very important. It's very vital for everyone to have that self-care. Not just the students, no, all of us, pati yung mga professors, pati yung mga, of course, my colleagues, lahat kailangan i-nurture itong self-care eh. Kasi for you not to be, not to get that toxic kind of environment and for you to push through every day.
Right. Tsaka maganda kasi because it's a book. I know that there are students na who are shy to approach their professors
Yes.
or yun nga, embarrassed din sila magtanong sa mga upperclassmen. May mga ganun kasi 'di ba sa college, may mga parang pinag-intimidate ng upperclassmen, no? So at least with this book, kung ito yung basis din nila, meron pa rin silang intimate, I would say, intimate relationship with the author or with the person or persona na binabanggit sa book. Parang nakaka-relate sila. They would find the stories here relatable, no? Ano pa, yung mga naging realizations mo naman while you were writing the book? Ilang months in completion or ilang
Ah,
years or months?
the manuscript was written in 60 days. So I
Wow.
started it June. Kasi nga 'di ba, as I mentioned kanina, matagal na siyang nasa isip kasi it's part of my bucket list. Yung isang ko rin kung ba't ako nagsulat. I really want to write a book but I don't have a topic. Tapos nung naano ko tong topic na to, why not write a self-development book? Kasi I've been reading a lot of self-development book like in financial management, etc. Marami kasing ganun eh. Sabi ko, why not write something about architecture? Tapos, yun nga, so I wrote it in 60 days. So, yung mga realizations ko siguro, I'm 33 years old. So, parang, iniisip ko na parang, even if I'm not really too old, I gained
You're young. You're still
experiences as
young.
well. Pero I gained experiences as well that is worth sharing. For me, it's worth sharing kasi yung nakikita ko yung mga young architects ngayon eh. Parang if na-experience ko na to, maybe I can share it with them so that pag nalaman nila itong experience na to, maybe it can help them. It can it can give them a better perspective in life and career.
Meron ka bang parang particular books na halimbawa, or you, for example, you cited an author o kaya itong book na to, itong author na to, nabasa ko siya. Parang ganito yung gusto kong maging parang pattern or ganitong style ang gusto ko. Parang sana ganito rin yung effect ko sa reader ko. But do you have like a favorite author, for example, who became your model dito sa libro na to?
Actually, dalawa eh. Number one is, financial development book. Number one is yung kay Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
Tapos yung pangalawa is I Wish They Thought Money in School by Clarissa De La Paz and Sharon Que. Okay,
Mm.
the way they deliver kasi the way they deliver their content, it's very easy to read and it's very easy to understand, and it's like finding a friend who's just sharing with you his or her experience. So the way they write it, parang yun talaga yung parang sabi ko, parang I wish that if I wrote my book, yung effect niya is maging something like those books.
Conversational, no? Parang yun nga, very
Yeah.
personal, very intimate. Okay. Gusto kong kanina, tinanong kita about your realizations, inspirations, ano naman yung struggle? Pero meron nga ba nag-struggle? Kasi 60 days, eh,
Meron.
na all, di ba? Sana all. Hindi natin 60
Okay.
days. Ano
Actually, yung
struggles na to?
pinaka-challenge ko dito and struggle ko dito is finding the right publisher and finding
Wow!
the editor. Kasi
Mhm.
'di ba sabi ko nga, wala naman ako experience about writing. Tapos I want to shout out din pala my elementary classmate. I think she's one of your writer as well, si Miss Paula Romana Alagao.
Oh,
Ang
yes,
kanya,
ikaw! Yes.
Winter Alagao.
Yes.
Ay, tama ba? Winter Aragon. Sorry,
Yes,
Winter
Mr.
Aragon.
Aragon. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Oo.
So, sa kanya ako nagtanong kasi yung pag natapos mo yung manuscript, yung next mo na iisipin, ano yung susunod kong gagawin? So, yung kailangan mo
Mhm.
kasing makahanap ng actually nung ano ko lang nalaman yung term na self-publishing, hindi ko siya alam. Ang alam
Mm.
ko lang is traditional publishing. So, nung nag-research ako, meron parang self-publishing. Now, sino yung publisher na magiging okay for me? So, I
Mm.
asked her, sige, tapos nagbigay siya sa akin ng, actually, dalawa at or tatlo yon. So, I approached those three. Pero, I shout out with 8 letters. Kasi parang yung kanilang approach to self-publishing is really much what I expected. And
Nag-resonate sa'yo.
yes, they really help and they are really uplifting Filipino writers. Kasi 'di ba writing is ano siya medyo magi-struggle ka because syempre kailangan mo ng of course the budget, yung maraming ganung factor. But with 8 letters, parang they made it very easy for you to on your self-publishing journey. So yun yung ano ko pinaka ay nakita kong pinaka-struggle, yung finding the right publisher.
Kasi kung first time, oo, totoo yan, no? It's a hurdle also for first time, right? For first time publisher, self-published authors, no? And thank you for choosing 8 letters also, no?
Yes.
Malaking honor yon every time na meron na pa-publish, meron kami na feature na author. It's really an honor for us, ano? So, kung meron tayong mga viewers ngayon, if you have any questions for Maan, please comment below and we will try to answer them. Babasahin natin ang comments. Pwede rin kayo mag-shout out. Again, shout out
Mm-hmm.
kay Pau, kay Winter Aragon. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pao.
And since naka-part 2 ka, meron ka na bang is there an idea for the next book? Baka may part 3, di ba?
Ah,
Meron
ah,
ba?
actually wala pa.
Wala pa. Part 2 lang hanggang part 2.
Part 1, tapos baliktaran na siya.
Oo.
So parang yun, masaya na ako, happy na.
How many pages siya? Kasi makapal, nakita ko eh.
I think it's yung total kasi niya ng words niya is parang 35,000 words. Tapos the part 2 is mas mas maiksi siya compare sa part 1. Part 2 is about 65 pages. Tapos the part 1 is about 97 pages.
So around 200 plus pages. Marami pa rin, siksik pa rin yun, ano. And how much can we buy? Sure ka na ba sa Arki?
You can buy it for 345 pesos. Yes. And I will give 10% discount to all students, 15% discount if you were my student.
Okay. Pag student po. Yes, okay. Pag student kayo ni Maan, meron kayong 10% discount. Pero
15%.
15,
Pag,
15%.
pag student, 10%.
Mm. So, okay pa rin 'yun 'no, great deal pa
Mm.
rin 'yun basta student ka meron kang discount.
Yes. Mm.
'Yan. Meron na ba 'tong e-book or print lang?
Actually, may e-book siya eh. Parang, ano ata siya, ongoing. So, I think it will be
Okay.
done
Sa
within this
e-book,
week.
oo, dito rin,
Ah.
okey. 'Yan, very good. Para dun sa mga walang, yung gustong makatipid naman ng paper, ayan, puwede rin kayong
Ah.
mag-e-book
Tsaka
and it's
environmental
portable.
friendly.
Oo, environment friendly at ano siya, tawag nito, portable, no? Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, Maan, for sharing your insights. At very exciting project to kasi sa akin, nakailang beses na rin no nakapag-interview na authors. And first, ano yung sabi ko, first time to, and even in the books na nakikita ko sa bookstores, hindi pa ako nakita ganito, no? So, I'm excited every time na parang may nagpa-pioneer. Sana nga ikaw na yung
Mm.
pioneer, no? And ituloy-tuloy
Ay,
mo na rin
wow.
yung
Mm-mm.
ano na to, itong
Mm-mm.
kumbaga kung maging series man siya, wow, why not? Let's manifest natin
Parang
to make it a series. Why not?
series talaga.
Oo, 'di ba? Why not? Baka mag ano yung isa mo, human, were you like into design? Tama ba ako?
Yeah, yeah, oo.
Oo, baka meron ka din, sure ka na ba sa design or something? You never know. You never know. There's a lot of potential in your work.
Sige.
Ayan. So, please invite our viewers, where can they get the book, how much again, and where can we communicate with you, like your social media handles?
Okay, you can buy the book. You can pre-order in 8 letters, or you can PM me for this. Actually, yung first batch was already sold out. The first two
Wow.
batch na ano, kasi syempre may mga friends ko. At saka, so they can relate kasi with
Naka-queue
the
na.
book. Oo. So ayun, you can pre-order, guys. So tingnan natin.
For
Eh,
345, no?
for
345.
3
Very
o 45 with free ano siya, with free
right. Yes.
bookmark and the bookmark is ano, ang style niya is parang ruler. So naka-scaled
Galing.
siya. Tapos
Parang
this one
branding
is
talaga ng
this
architecture.
one is furniture template siya. So ayun, parang a reference as well that can help you.
So to aspiring architecture students or architecture students mismo, no, buy this
Mm-mm.
book. You will learn a lot from Sure Ka Na Ba Sa Arki. Okay. Mapapaisip ka dun sa iyong
Sa
course na
tanong.
kinuha. Where can we like send you messages? Do you have a Facebook page or a author page?
I don't have yet an author page, pero I think may personal, ano na lang, may personal Facebook. I think I can,
You'll
ano
just have
naman,
to
may,
key in Maan Mallare, parang
ah,
ganon? Yeah,
ah, ah.
okay. May nagka-clap. Okay, kaapelyido mo.
Asawa ko ata yun eh.
Sabi ko. Sabi ko na kasi ano
Ah,
ka-surname mo siya.
ah.
Thank you, Maan. And ang saya mong kausap. Okay, very light. So nakikita ko dito na the way siguro din na nakasulat yung iyong libro, ganun din, no? Very light, parang kaibigan, okay, very conversational, no? We're really rooting for you and sabi ko nga, sana, no, maging series, why not? Baka dito, umpisa pala yung Sure Ka Na Ba Sa Arki, dumami pa ng dumami yan. Thank you
May
again.
question mark.
Thank you so much again,
Okay, thank
Maan.
you.
We'll
Thank
see you.
you,
We'll
Eight
see you
Letters.
around. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.